My name is Anthony Holmes. I did 33 years in the penitentiary. Through it all, I'm grateful to be here. Through Jesse Jackson, People's Law Office, I'm here. There's a lot I could say, but I'm not going to hold up time. But the bottom line is, we thankful for the people that believed in us after all these years. Because I was one of the first ones that got picked up by Burge. And did nobody believe me when I told him that he tortured me and how he did me. But, that's there and this is now. And I'm grateful to be out and I'm enjoying myself and my family happy. Thank y'all.
In 1973, I was arrested by John Burge and his crew. They came to my house about 2 o'clock in the morning, between 12 and 2 in the morning, kicked the doors in. Come in with shotguns, pistols drawn. My kids jumped up and started running around the floor. The house was dark. They talking about shooting them. They said they had a warrant for my arrest. So I stepped out and said, I'm him. Here I am. At that time, took me in through the back door, took me upstairs, took me in a little back room. They said, said, nigga, we want. We been looking for you because we got you for this murders. I told them, I said, what murders? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. They said, you know what murders we're talking about. But in the process, Burge slapped me, backhand me. I fell out the chair, I got up. He got me up, put me back in the chair, put handcuffs on my ankles. I was already handcuffed behind my back. He told me, he said, look, this is what we want. He said, we know that you know about these murders. I said, I don't know about no murders, man. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me say this again. I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. He said, okay, nigga. So then he got up, went out the door, he come back in with a brown paper bag. Inside that paper bag was a black box. The black box had a little handle on it, had some wires hanging from it. He put one wire on my ankle, and I assume he put one wire on my handcuffs behind me. He told me, he said, nigga, don't you bite this bag. I bit the bag. So when he put it on my face, over my head, I bit it so I could breathe, because I couldn't breathe. In the process, after he did that, I bit the bag, he put another bag over my head. He started the little machine. I could feel the vibration coming in, the electricity coming through my body. I felt like 1,000 needles going through my body. This went on for numerous of times. He took it off. A few times I thought I was dead. I couldn't believe it was happening, because police don't do this. But they was doing it. I hollered, I kicked, until I passed out. And once I passed out, what nothing I could do. He brought me back, raised me up on the floor, cut my pants, and the son raised me up on the floor. After that, another officer came in and asked him what was going on. I met him down at downtown for a hearing down there. But anyway, he asked them what was they doing, and he tried to stop him from doing it. But I thought he was with them, but he wasn't. And I didn't find out till 30-some odd years later that was him. So what ended up happening is, after they did that, he went out, they put him out, and because I figured he was going to come and try to help me, but did nobody come to help me. So from that time until about 7, 8 in the morning, they got me ready for shipment. They took me downstairs, put me in the lockup. In the process, they made me sign a statement. At that time, I would have told them anything I wanted to know. A lot of stuff I'm just skipping back because I don't like talking about this, but I'm going to try the best I can explain what happened to me. But see, what people don't understand is, when you go into them type of tactics, it hurts because, you're all by yourself. There's nobody to help you. The people that you think supposed to help you, they hurting you. And then nobody come and try to, assist you because they wanted you. So they, whatever they want, whatever kind of case they had, whatever they wanted said, you gonna say it. What I didn't understand was why they was treating me like this. But this was his thing. Systematically over the years, that's what he did. He tortured people. And that was his thing. That's what he do. That's what he do best. He tortured. When I told people about this, they didn't believe me. Didn't nobody accept what I was saying, because when I went to the county jail, I said, look, I said, man, they tortured me. They said, nigga, if you don't get your butt and get your ass back over there, then we're going to do the same thing to you. The man, everything was systematic. Like I say, I'm sitting there. First thing he did when I come in the thing, he slapped me out of the chair. And when he slapped me out of the chair, I look at him like, you don't do this. So they picked me up, put me back in the chair. And they laughing. They think it's a joke. They was talking to each other. It was three of them in the room. It was Birds and two other officers. The other officer I didn't pay no attention to, because I remember Birds, because he was the one, the main perpetrator that was doing me, that hurt me. And I could never forget him. I always remember Birds. To this day, I have memories of Birds. I was coming back to court one day from Stateville, matter of fact, and I seen him coming out the courthouse building, and I know it was him. That's one person I never forget, because he the one tortured me. He the one had me electrocuting me all had me crawling on, popping on, jumping on the floor and biting through plastic bags, and half the time passing out because I couldn't breathe. You look for somebody to help you, but ain't nobody there to help you. It's just like being, somebody drop you in a snake pit, and you got 1,000 snakes down there, they all bite you at the same time. And there's no cure for it. But the sad part is, when you look for help from the people that's supposed to help you, they don't. Because they think that, they say, well, he ain't nothing. At that time, they didn't care about no blacks in the city of Chicago. To them, all those was thugs and gangbangers. When I really realized that he was in the military was when I watched this movie called Sheriff Out of Africa. And they tortured him with the same kind of machine that they tortured me with. And that's when I said, oh, okay, that's the same thing they used on me. But by me being in the penitentiary, you don't talk about stuff like this because it's a code. You don't inform on nobody, you don't tell on nobody. But if you tell on somebody, if you say, but see, the killing part, now I'm supposed to have 4 rapids. In other words, 4 co-defendants besides me. They say they committed the crime or had it did. They brought a lady in the court to testify. She said, I wasn't the one. She said, I wasn't even there when the case took place. So the state's attorney them give her to my attorney now. They said, well, we don't need it because, they really ain't got no case. So I got a statement, a coherent statement from you. That ain't nothing. So, but I get convicted on that statement. But yet in 1976, in April, I get a straight reversal, which means that they overturned the decision. The appellate court overturned it. So they're supposed to let me go. But then they come out with a new law talking about accountability. They said, well, you know about the murder, so therefore we're not going to let you go. So I'm like, how I know about the murder? But what it was, to be point blank, they stated that my brother-in-law was the one why the guy got killed. And that by him being my brother-in-law, I was supposed to know that I was supposed to had the guy had him killed or had somebody kill him. And the sad part is that they never did bring my brother-in-law to court to verify none of this here. They never did bring nobody to verify anything that was in this statement against me. Only one with the court on this statement was me. I'm the only one went to penitentiary on this. I did almost 30-some years in the penitentiary for this murder that I didn't do. And all while I'm fighting and I'm telling people that, look, I didn't do this here. They didn't believe me. The only thing unfolded later on, about 20 years later, when the Wilson brothers come out, when they caught their case. And they come out. And that's how it all started unfolding. And then because they like Daryl Cannon said, they got overzealous with him. And they marked him. But with us, we didn't have no marks. Only marks we had was internal. When you have nightmares, you have shakes, you have all that. You become bitter, you become paranoid, even your families, But see, it's just like, even now it's hard for me to talk about this stuff. That's why I just skipped a lot of stuff because, it's the same thing that they saying I done did. I've been through this. I was one of the first ones to go through this here. And when you try to tell somebody about this here, they look at you like you're crazy.